Our Stars are taking ice baths today, and Columbus is fine. They are not sitting in a tub full of ice. And that is because the Stars got out hit 35 to 7. I have never I tried to look it up. This has got to be close to a record if it's not. 7 hits. 7 hits on a game. The Stars had not one single player who had 2 or more hits. The Columbus Blue Jackets had 10 players, 10 that had 2 or more hits on the game. We're just not hitting at all. We're pretending that this is not even an important part of the game. I mean, I don't even know what to say about that. I really don't. But what I can say is that Columbus was this. Their coach said that they were going to have to play playoff hockey for the remainder of the season to make the playoffs. And this is one of the worst teams in the league that we played. But they had a lot more will and determination in the game. They blocked more shots than us, 17 to 10. So, they had a lot more nasty in their game. And, we got goalied. It seems like every no-name goaltender in the league just puts it on us when they play us, and I just don't get it. Casey DeSmith had a great game in his own right. So, it wasn't a situation where we got out goaltended. There was some good in this game as well. But I mean, when you look at the Stars over the course of this skid that we've been on for 13 games, we've been out hit by 112 hits. 112. I mean, that's if there isn't if you can't look at the numbers and see where the deficiency is in this team, um, I don't know. I don't know what to say. I mean, it's so obvious that this team needs a makeover, especially in their bottom six. I'm pretty much done with about half of our bottom six. Nathan Bastian, done with him. Adam Ernie, done with him. Colin Blackwell, done with him. Maverick Bork, fairly indifferent. He played in the top six tonight. He had his scoring chances. He's on pace for 28 points on the year. He's 24. This is pretty much just the finished product that you're going to see on Maverick Bork. Could he improve a little bit? Maybe. But I don't see anything dramatic happening. And he doesn't bring anything in the physicality department. So, in my eyes, you're either lighting it up on the scoreboard or you're causing some physical chaos. You're making teams fear coming into your zone defensively. You're making teams look over their shoulder when you're on the forecheck. You're making teams hesitant. That's a part of the purpose of hitting is making teams have a little less reckless abandon on the ice, offensively, right? Defensively. If you're looking over your shoulder, you're not 100% focused on making the right plays or making the right shot. There's no fear of God in the teams that we play that you know that you have when a team is putting a lot of hits on you, like 35. But 35 is not even extreme, right? Like when you watch a playoff game, you could see double that. 35 hits is a hit every other minute. So, and both the Boston Bruins and the Columbus Blue Jackets hit us with 35 hits on the game. So, the other thing is where's Lundqvist offense, right? I'm not seeing much out of him this year. He's, I think, about the same age as Maverick Bork, right? Give or take. So, I think Lundqvist he's a good defenseman, but We need somebody who can stand him up at the blue line or contribute a little bit more offensively. He's a little small. I think he's good trade bait for a team who's looking for a right hand defenseman. Maybe we can swap him out for a bigger right hand defenseman that can protect the net a little bit, something like that. So with this loss, this we're now trailing Minnesota by 2 points with one game in hand. So now we're vying for home ice advantage in the playoffs with a team that we're probably going to play with Minnesota. So and that's important. You know, uh, maybe that'll give this team a little sense of urgency. Maybe coming from behind with something to fight for will help. We'll have to see how that plays out. The one goal we had against us, we lost a puck battle in our own end. Bastian and Petrovic couldn't come up with the puck along the wall in the corner there. And then Petrovic had a bad turnover. Werenski with a nice shot through traffic. You can't really fault DeSmith on that one. And that was it. That was it. It was a small margin game, and they had more will to win those puck battles, and they were a little cleaner with the puck than we were. There's your game right there. So Dallas outshot them 28-22. That's 2 games in a row that we've outshot our opponent. So that's a positive. We had 13-3 high danger scoring chances. Last 2 games, we've outshot our opponents by 25 shots combined. Our penalty kills doing better. We haven't been taking a whole lot of penalties, but we haven't let up a penalty, a power play goal in the last 5 games. So that's a positive that you can take forward, maybe. Only 10 chances that we've given them. So it's not a whole lot of data, but it's something. I'm grasping at straws here. I think we're moving some things in the right direction, but 2 games, it's really hard to say that this is a pattern yet between this one and Boston. So another positive, Hintz had a beautiful backhand pass through the legs of a jacket to Robo on the rush, and that was just a thing of beauty. That's about it. A lot of post. We had a couple key post hits. Robo hit one. Ritzkovian hit one. Man, Ritzkovian's looked good lately, huh? That's another positive you can take out of this. So the Dallas offense, if we look over the course of the year, we're now 8th in terms of goals for per game. Our goals against is 5th. I think it's mostly our goaltending, which is sixth best in the league at a .906 combined between Otter and DeSmith. Otter's at a .902. DeSmith is at an awesome .913. Last year, Casey DeSmith had a .915, so you combined it in the last 50 games, he's about a .914. I'd say that's enough to gain my trust to run more of a game-for-game tandem between those goalies, and I'd really like to see that. I think maybe that would push both of them. The other thing are our special teams. If we look at the course over the year, our net power play is still number 2, if you can believe that, after the last 13 games skid at 26%. And again, when we're talking net PK and net power play, we're taking into consideration the shorthanded goals into that equation. So our penalty kill is middle of the pack, 82%, 17th overall. So that kind of shows that a lot of our goals against numbers isn't so much indicative of our defense quality as it is the goaltending. And other thing that this team, the other telling stat, our Corsi 4, which is our possession stat, is ranked 29th in the league. So elite badness on our possession game. So, this team has a lot to fix, and we've got a little bit of time to do it. I think I still hold out hope that if we make the right moves at the deadline, we can turn this around and we can be a contender again. But it's hard to say that this team is a contender right now. 13 games skid is not insignificant. I think we've lost 10 of those 13 if I'm not mistaken. So that's that's a big chunk of the season playing bad hockey. And we are not out of the woods yet, folks. We are not out of the woods yet. We got another game here tonight. So hopefully we can redeem ourselves, and hopefully we can come back for the next game with maybe some positives to talk about how we found an edge, an emotional spark, and that's what this team needs right now. Let's hope for that.